Good day. We took a short break from doing bike restorations and headed to the busier Mandawi City and Cebu City to scout parts and interesting used bike items that we could use for our current and future bike restoration projects. And particularly for this video, we were looking for a bike shop that we recently saw on our Facebook feed. But as the video progresses, we were unable to check the shop and randomly, a spur of the moment decision, we ended up in a used bike shop a few blocks away. Because sadly we couldn't park our vehicle near to the bike shop we originally planned to visit. We are going to do a very brief bike check, so stay tuned for that as we saw interesting used bicycles as Bianchi, Specialized, Trek, a leader brand, Track Fix gear which is made up of carbon material, and other quality brands that you might be looking for. And if you want to see similar videos such as this, then consider subscribing to this channel. Subscribing is very easy, you can unsubscribe anytime. Also click on the notification bell to be notified.
Looks good. Look, I don't know what type of bike that is. It looks like an old bicycle that they just added a carrier plus customized handlebar, and then
I was wrong with my guess about that handlebar. I just have to check and mention this, but this type of bicycle frame are commonly called by locals or senior cyclists as balloon bike. But that name as it evolves in the language, probably it was misused because balloon, for cycling jargon, was originally a type of tire that the company Schwinn introduces back in the 1930s together with its frame. Going back to the bike frame's history, these frame types are called cantilever bike frame, which is popular for the cruiser, the lowriders, and the wheelies. As distinct to its design, one noteworthy fact is that only the seat tube and also the head tube are straight in the frame structure. Now, based from the photos and information in the internet, this probably is a wheelie or lowrider, but further modification is obviously done with the frame, thus the triple wheel and the rear carrier that we are seeing right now in the screen.
the frame has some lugs in it the way I see it, so probably the back carrier is just added. I don't know if it's visible from the angle of the camera that I am aiming at, but it has a word pop parts and AKP, so it's Alpha Kappa Bro. So shout out to you guys. Some of my friends are part of this fraternity. That's it. So it's gone now, and then the traffic is getting heavier this time. It's already 3 p.m. in the afternoon, and then I'm trying to look for this shop that I forgot the name of, and it's a bike shop around this area. I don't know, I've just seen some of the posts in Facebook most often, and it says that the address is around here, so hopefully it's just around this side. And then I'm hoping also that I can park this vehicle to buy some parts of bicycle. As I can see a bike shop, a bike mechanic right beside the road, so that's why there's a lot of bicycles that are being parked in this spot. Oh fudge. Nice, so this might be it.
And now finally, this is the bike shop that we eventually ended up with. This is very close to Magikay flyover in Mandawi City, and it is selling used bikes from Japan. And this is the one that we were eyeing a while ago. A beautiful Italian celeste green Bianchi. This is equipped with 2 chain rings which I haven't counted and 7 rear cogs. This has a 700C wheels, Continental Ultra something, and a Shimano V brakes with tech straight handlebars. Cameleone, very Italian name. And the chapel tire attached in the rim. They also have exotic folding bikes that are being displayed on one corner. And this carbon frame, the S Works, which is quite expensive when I asked the price of this old used carbon frame. S Works, but still nice. And this one is a classic trick mountain bike. The components, it is equipped with Diori crankset with three chain rings to the Tioga, and the suspension fork is SLR. I haven't counted the cogs, it was so fast I was recording it, but it has riser bars and then matching Diori levers. It says it's 23,000. This is quite nice for the price, although it is made of aluminum. And this one is Alivio Shimano. Alivio Shimano matches the drivetrain, and with a red saddle in there. This is a Louis Garnou. I might be butchering that name. This one is comes with a suspension fork, and there's another Louis Garnou over there, and another orange one, the specialized, which comes with the Truvative crank arm. Probably the crankset is Truvative. It has knobby supple tires at the back, which is quite nice for an old classic mountain bike. It has a suspension front fork, which probably is still in a mint condition, and the paint also. I'm taking a glance back up at the folding bike. It's not a folding bike, a breakaway type of bike, which is Trust. Those are folding bikes which are really nice. And here's another aluminum bike, a yellow green giant, together with a line of steel bikes with rear suspension. And I'm eyeing again into that Bianchi. Maybe we'll check that later on again. Now, as we move along, we're gonna be checking this thing that they've been hanging in the ceiling. This is a leader brand, which is really nice because this is made up of carbon material. This is an all black, and most of the components, especially the cockpit, it has leaders inscribed into it, also including the crank arm, which is obviously a leader. And then the rear hub, there's a leader inscribed into it. Also, the chainring, which is 48 teeth, in the right crank arm. Also, it's 144 bolt center diameter, BCD, means it's bolt circle diameter. And this is also mounted with XT cleats. And here I'm really trying to check the chain, but probably this is track specific, probably a KMC. I just couldn't read it right now in this video. It is pretty nice with its matte black color, and hopefully, since it's a carbon frame, there's no cracks or major issue in there, because we couldn't really check right away. And the drivetrain is still running smoothly. This is attached to a single speed cog. And so the hub that it is apparently being attached to is called a flip-flop hubs, meaning that the other side can be attached with the fixed cog, and on the other side, which is apparently attached to the freewheel cog. Here is the serial number underneath the bottom bracket. Now, as we move along towards the wheel set, it has a Presto valve and 30-ish dip rims, and probably the count of the spokes is probably 28 holes. And as we move along in this section, here's a lineup of MTB, the specialized, lined up with the Bridgestone Giant blue and orange, equipped with straight handlebar with front suspension. These are only 9,500, quite nice, branded On the other side, there's the Croa with knobby tires, perfect for rough terrain, and only priced for 8,500. Here outside their shop, you can see a platoon and a lineup of very famous folding bike brands, particularly the Hammer over there. And better check them out, they might still be available together with the other bikes. And so that's it for now. We do hope that you find this video entertaining, interesting, valuable, informative. And if you do so, please consider subscribing. Subscribing to this channel is very easy and you can unsubscribe anytime that you wanted to. And also click on the notification bell so that you will be notified whenever we have a new video similar to this. Thank you very much for sticking until the end of the video.
Kumpay. Tutas ko.